So I got cut off. I think I hit the wire or whatever to my webcam. I'm sorry. I have colors. I went to my classroom quickly and grabbed colors from my marker. No one else seen, which is good. I made sure to stay. I don't even know how far away. There was not a single other soul I saw, and I did my best to get in and out fast. So 2 black marbles. I can draw marbles. Look at that. 2 white marbles. No, 4 white marbles. That's going to be interesting. We're going to just make them open circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 blue marble. I can't talk. 6 blue marbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 green marbles. New row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, green does not like showing up. And 9 yellow marbles. Who picked out these colors? I don't see a yellow marker. We're going to call it orange yellow. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, whenever you see one of these types of problems, right away, figure out how many marbles you have. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. If that's not right, I'm going to be in trouble. 6, 12, 19, 28. Okay, good. Alright, you ready? I'm just going to do the odds. The probability, it's white. That's number 11, by the way. 13, the probability it's yellow. 15, the probability it's brown. 17, the probability it's blue or black. 18. By the way, some of the numbers may have been jumbled around because I actually had a much longer sheet and I cut out a bunch of sections. Whenever the numbers skip, that means I cut out sections. Alright, probability it's white. There's 4 out of the 28, which reduces. 4 goes into both of them. 1 divided by 7. Probability it's yellow, in this case orange. 2, 4, 6, 7, 9 out of 28. Does not reduce. Brown. Of course I picked a brown marker to draw the white ones. That almost threw me. No brown markers out of 28. Which, since it's probability, I can just write a 0. Blue or black, I just count blues and blacks the same. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now I have the hiccups. I might be dying. I'm not dying. 4 goes into both of them. 2 out of 7. Yay! Okay. I'm skipping the grocery bag thing because I don't even want to talk about the grocery store right now. Ooh, dice. Oh, you're just rolling a die. One die. Has 6 sides. Went to my room, grabbed stuff. The one thing I didn't grab was my class set of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yay! Okay. And this, on this whole section, you're supposed to like catch. The whole purpose is to catch the pattern between odds in favor, odds against. By the way, that says odds in favor. I didn't realize my camera cuts out my board. And probability. Alright, so rolling a 4. There's only one side is a 4, and the other 5 are not. If I'm rooting for getting a 4, if I want a 4, that's what I have. The odds against that are the exact same thing flipped. There's 5 that are not 4s. If I'm rooting against a 4 happening, there's 5 ways I can be happy, and 1 thing that makes me sad. Probability of getting a 4 is 1 out of these 6 ways. Remember, this is the total, so these 2 numbers should always add up to the bottom number. Alright, skipping to number 3, it is a multiple of 3. Alright, well, multiples of 3 are 3 and 6. Right? So there's 2 out of 6 ways. Out of 6 ways, which the odds are 2 to 4 of getting a multiple of 3, but that reduces to 1 to 2. Once I get a reduced value with odds or probability, use the reduced one. It'll always be easier. So that reduces to, for every 1 way to get a multiple of 3, there's 2 ways to not do it. Right? This is what I want. Those 2 are not what I want. This is what I want. Those 2 are not what I want. For every new happiness answer, that's not right, there's 2 that make me unhappy. I'm going to have to sneeze again. The odds against that, bless me. Now you're happy you're not around me, because all this pollen would be making me sneeze everywhere and you'd be freaking out. The exact opposite of that, and the probability is 1 over 3. Because there's 2 out of 6 ways to get a multiple of 3, and that reduces to 1/3. Notice these 2 add up to that. Alright, that was 3. Number 5 is getting an odd. That's not confusing at all while we're doing odds. Half of them are odd, right? 3 out of the 6 things are odd. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 odds and 3 non-odds. But that's going to reduce because 3 goes into both of them to make it 1 to 1. So it's 1 to 1. And if I flip it, if I'm against the odds, then there's 1 even for every 1 odd. And there's 1 odd out of the 2 possibilities. Alright, number 7, rolling a 1. Remember, I'm just doing the odd ones. Rolling a 1, there's 1 1 to the 5 non-1s, which is 5 non-1s to the 1 1, which makes 1 out of 6. Yay! Last section. I'm only doing one of these because I'm getting tired. You're getting tired. I'm going to do the deck of cards because you don't like those. Where'd my cards go? Here they are. So, if you guys can see it, if you ever get back in my classroom again, like that's going to happen, I have these that are laminated. See, look, I picked it up. That's a deck of cards. You can find something just like this on Google Images, which is where I found it, except I didn't print it out in color. On the back side of this, I have pairs of dice. Paradise. Oh. And you can just look through. But the cool thing is, if you ever get back in my class, is like, look, that's a 7. You write on it and you circle what you want, and then they erase. How awesome is that? Same thing here. So now we're going to do some stuff with a deck of cards. Alright. What is probably of selecting a red card? Notice, and I like it when they're like, if you find a deck of cards from Google Images, I like how it's all laid out here. You get the idea that every single suit is reducible. They're all exactly the same. Just have different pictures. Except that king, here is he? King of Hearts, he has a, self-esteem issue. If you get that joke, awesome. If you don't get that joke, you might want to try to figure out why I would say that. 10 house points to whoever can tell me, who tells me first why I would say the King of Hearts has self-esteem issues. Like you care about house points anymore. Alright. Probably selecting a red card. That's diamonds or hearts. The other half of the deck is black. So probability of it being red is 1/2 of the deck. Half of the deck is red. You could look at this and literally, I've had students that were very successful that would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 26. Up to 26 there, and then count the whole deck again and be surprised when they get 52, and then they have 26 out of 52, which they always end up reducing to 13 over 25, which then, sorry, they have 26 over 52, which they always end up reducing to, 13 over 26, which then they end up reducing to 1/2. You can do that, but don't have to do that one. All right. 23 was the probability of selecting an ace. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm doing all of this section. So notice every single one of these suits are all reducible. So instead of looking at the whole deck, I can just pick a suit and only pretend that one suit looks. All of this would reduce. They all have the exact same thing. So one ace out of every suit. So the probability of an ace is 1 out of the 13 cards in that suit. That's the fast way. The slow way is to look and say, oh look, there's 4 aces out of 52 cards, and 4 goes into 52 13 times. That's fine, you can do that, but I really think if you look at this and realize how they're all repeating and they all have the same thing, it makes it easier. Like, oh look, they're in sets of 4, they'll reduce just fine. The odds of selecting a diamond. By the way, odds with cards, it's always on the final exam. Don't know how they're going to do that this year. They're always on the final exam. They're always on my test. There's always one good odds card with odds question with cards, because it trips up. It separates my high A students that are really smart and my low A students. And it separates my D's from my F's. It's like a good separator question. A lot of people end up missing it. The odds of selecting a diamond. So I'm just going to look at just one. Look real quick. They're all the same. Maybe this will help. They're diamonds, hearts, clubs. Don't make fun of my pictures. I mean, you can, but it won't be original because everyone makes fun of my pictures. Alright? There's 4 suits. They all have the same amount in them. The odds of selecting a diamond. Well, there's one way to select the diamond, and 3 ways to get a suit that's not a diamond. Those are the odds. The odds of not selecting a black 2. This one's fun. There's 52 cards, right? There's 4 2s, 2 of which are black. There's only 2 black 2s. We want the odds of not selecting a black 2. So there's 2 black 2s. That's not what we want. What we want are non-black 2s. Well, there's 52 cards. 2 of them are 2 black 2s. The other 50 are not. Which, by the way, that reduces to 25 to 1. Pretty good chance if I take a card out of the deck, not going to be a black 2. And now I've used up like 30 minutes of your time. Your homework or your whatever work is to look at that odd sheet from yesterday and go through it, get good at it. If you like bombed it today, take a new picture after you change it and turn that new one in, because I'm gonna like actually like grade you based off of you doing well. Doesn't be perfect. If you get the majority of them right, you're gonna get all your points. I'm allowing you to make a certain number of mistakes before you start losing points, but if it's all trash, that's what your grade's going to be. Spend this whole week looking at your grade in PowerSchool. I'm going to be updating your e-learning grades because I'm giving you grades for all that, because people that like show up and work hard during that deserve credit for it. That makes sense. Lost my train of thought because I'm tired. Do that, and then also study basic probability and odds, because we're going to do compound probability the next time we start doing. We're going to after your pre-spring break, we're going to do compound probability, some really big time advanced probability. I'm going to teach you a lot of skills on dealing with probability and trying to make it easy, but you have to get this basic concept down. When I say basic, that doesn't mean easy. That means basic as in foundational. If you get these foundations of probability and odds, I can teach you everything you need to know about probability. That's not really true, but it's close. But if you're missing something from here, it's going to make this next stuff miserably hard. So spend this whole week. Email me all the time. Ask me questions. I will do whatever it takes to get you there if you're trying to get there. All right, but the basic, the foundational, fundamental probability and odds stuff has to be cemented in your head. All right, have a good day. Do well. Ask me questions. I miss hearing some of y'all's voices. Shout out to Jasmine and Annika that actually talked to me today, which for you guys is now yesterday. So take that. I don't even know if they did it on purpose, but they asked questions and I got to hear their voices. I actually miss a lot of the people at the school. I miss getting to work. I thought I would have liked not working there a lot more. Alright, have a good day. Work hard. Be awesome.